Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's a little different from obviously I've posted solo queue videos for 8 videos in a row. So I kind of just wanted to do a little different video for today and just basically go over my settings and my attachments. So let's just jump into it. Because a lot of people are asking for an updated settings video, which there hasn't been that much change from my last one. But you can take a look at these right here. I won't really explain them too much because it's quite a lot of going on. My HUD settings are actually not like this. They are literally just normal basically, but I do turn off outlines and I turn off outline IDs. And then I also sometimes turn off the operator cards, but sometimes you actually want to keep this on. So for my audio settings, this is what it looks like. Nothing really crazy here. Play on hi-fi. My display settings, 84 FOV. My brightness, 65. It's quite high because my monitor settings are kind of low. And then on to my Sens and controller options. I've got no button assignments on here, but I'll show you those after in the DualSense Edge settings. My dead zones, my right side dead zone is 7 because of, obviously if you watch me, you know my controller drift. And my ADS, nothing has changed just yet with this. One thing I have changed from the last video is I've been using this advanced controller options. But you could definitely just turn these off if you wanted to use my Sens. You don't need this on at all. I just kind of have it on because for fun. And then my accessibility options, so my opacity, which a lot of people have been asking for sometimes, is at 70. Purple color, I like purple. And yeah, I don't have this motion blur thing turned off like other people do. And I also have the stun glare for dark. But anyways, also with my settings, I wanted to show my attachments for all my operators because people have asking for an attachment video. Alright guys, during that recording, or this recording, I just forgot to actually show the DualSense Edge settings, so I'm just gonna make a little cut probably in the video somewhere, and I'll be showing them right now. So I use circle, or I use my left paddle for circle, which is crouch, and I use my right paddle for X, which is vault. You know, very defaulty stuff to do with paddles, so it's nothing really crazy there. For my left sticks and my right sticks, I don't really do anything here different, but yeah, never really tested them out like that. And my trigger dead zones are a little different from what you might be more used to seeing. They're a little weird, but this is kind of what I've been using and what I like. I like the 1 to 7 on the right stick or the right trigger, but you could do 1 to 10, 1 to 20. You know, it's all about how sensitive you want it to be as you push down the trigger. So you could even do it even lower than what I have and see if that is even better for you. The reason why you would do this is to help you with faster reflexes in shooting your gun, faster trigger finger for DMRs and pistols, and then for the L2, I guess it's just so that you have a faster reflex for aiming in. So I don't really think this one is as important. That's why I have it 0 to 20 and not higher. I don't really know why I don't have this to 0. This should be on 0. But yeah, I'll basically be doing operators that kind of seems like it's actually important to people. And if I do skip that character, because I will be skipping some characters here, let's say for example probably Blackbeard I'll skip because who plays Blackbeard nowadays? Shielders I'll skip. But if you do want to know the attachments I am running on them, even though I don't play them, you can just ask me in the comments and I'll answer. So one thing you'll probably see a lot is laser sight on a lot of the guns and compensator on a lot of the guns. Because I'm a big believer in compensator. If you didn't know what the different barrels do, so flash hider, well, let's go from muzzle brake. So muzzle brake controls more vertical recoil the most, while compensator does mostly horizontal recoil the most, and flash hider is a bit of both. So that should be pretty easy to understand in terms of what attachments you want to pick, up to your own personal preference. Are these the best attachments? There's no really best attachments, in my opinion. But these are the attachments that I currently run. And laser sight as well, you want to probably have on a lot of the guns. I would put this on thermite, but I don't usually use thermite. Twitch, if you watch me, I'm a big Twitch player, so these are my attachments. I've tried compensator, and it's honestly not that bad, but if you struggle a little bit on the vertical type of side, then you probably want to go flash. I wouldn't say go muzzle. I feel like muzzle's a little weird with Twitch, but sometimes it could be good. Also, the F-17 is also a really underrated gun. It's not many people play it, but it's actually such a good gun. But these are the attachments I run on it right now. Like Montaigne Glass. I mean, I could go Glass attachments, but there's nothing really special here. I'm gonna quickly kind of, I'm gonna kind of like fly through these like a little bit fast because I don't want to like go on every single character and kind of like, you know, dive deep into why I'm using what. I'm kind of just wanting to show what I'm using on each gun, just for people to kind of understand. I use vertical on this gun, but I don't really use it in general. But yeah, I don't want to like do too much like sitting on a character and explaining a lot, because I just want to kind of get to the point with this video, because I think a lot of people would like to see that as well. They don't really want to just hear me go diving into deep to like about characters and stuff. But yeah, I had to just change those for Capital because that's what I would use on that gun. But I don't really use Capital that often. I don't really know why I have this sight on. I should probably change it. Yeah. A lot of these attachments are kind of just different because I remember I lost like data one time because I lost like PS Plus. So then sometimes you lose your data on your like game, and then it kind of just destroys your attachments and what you're running on each character, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so sometimes some characters are kind of like messed up because I've never played them still. But I would put on the attachments I'll like actually use for them. Noki is also a big character I like to run a lot, so that's why I'll kind of like stop a bit for those type of characters. Finka, I don't think anybody really uses their spear anymore, but I probably would run something like this. Maverick. I probably should put compensator on here as well instead of extended barrel, but extended barrel is good. I would also probably use something like this on this gun. Probably not laser. Unlike DMRs, I don't really like to use laser sight, because a lot of times when you're using a DMR, you're going to be aimed in already, and what laser sight does is it makes it faster to ADS your sights. Apparently. Pretty sure that's actually how it is. Well, this is not the right attachments. I'd probably run something like this. Probably would put laser on that. But yeah, once again, it's like some of my attachments are just messed up because yeah. I've seen people mention that like I don't put laser sight on, and it's just honestly because sometimes I just forget to. So I'm kind of like putting attachments on as we go over this. This is one character I wouldn't put laser sight on because you're Nook, you're trying to be rat, trying to be sneaky. So laser sight kind of gives you away sometimes. So I would kind of hold off on putting laser sight on her though. Lately I've been playing vertical grip much more than horizontal. Sometimes I'd actually be playing horizontal grip, but I stopped doing that. Like Callie, yeah, no one really cares about that. Yana, again, I would put vertical on here, even though I don't use Yana, so yeah. Ace, again, I would put vertical on him. I don't know why I have horizontal on like so many people, but I don't want to use that, obviously. Flores is also a really good character. Sometimes I've been playing Flash Hider instead of Suppressor, but Suppressor for some reason feels nice on that gun. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I've seen a lot of people using Suppressor and then I kind of like joined in on it. Yeah, see, I would have changed these attachments, but I don't use OSA. But this is what I would use probably. Yeah. Sens, they did buff his gun, so it's a little usable actually now. But I don't use him still. That's what I would run. Oh, he also has the 417. Grim, I don't really play all that much. Actually, I think something like this looks pretty good. Maybe compensator here. My Brava setup, I remember playing her in a tournament, so I don't really need to change her. This is my Ram setup. Sometimes I would put on horizontal grip, but not been feeling it lately on the R4C. I don't use Deimos. Oh, and we're back at the top. Alright, so let's go to defenders now. Smoke. So obviously I use the shotgun and the SMG-11. Usually I don't use this sight. Usually I'll use like the Hollow A. And sometimes I just switch between flash and compensator, kind of just like how I'm feeling. Like I think I have compensator on this one. Yeah, I have compensator on this SMG-11, but not the smoke one. That's funny. Castle, sometimes I'd play. I don't know why, but sometimes I like actually using this magnified A on Castle, and then I like using the extended barrel. I probably should put laser on him. So yeah. Pulse. I have extended barrel on him as well. I could probably put laser, but sometimes with Pulse you also want to try to like hide yourself. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, whoops. Then Doc. I've been kind of changing my attachments with Doc quite a lot recently, so. But for the most part, a lot of these characters are kind of just like they stay with those attachments for me. I don't know why I changed that. I don't really use Rook like that anyways. Capcan, I'd probably go vertical grip and laser like this. And then probably also compensator. But again, I don't use him. Txnki, I actually like to use this gun. And this is what I use on it, the red dot C. I don't really use this gun. Even though it has ACOG, I believe. Yeah, it does. But I don't really use this gun on Txnki. Jaeger, the good old Jaeger. I probably should put laser sight on him. I feel like a lot of the times you're ADS with Jaeger anyways, so that's why I didn't do it. My Frost setup, I probably should put vertical on this. Valkyrie, yep, looks good. Cavi, I don't really play Cavi like that, so I don't really know what I would do here. Maybe I'd put suppressor on it because it's Cavi, who knows. But yeah, I don't really play her. Echo setup, pretty default. Nothing to say about that. Mira, probably put laser on her as well, like this. And Lesion, I actually have been enjoying the horizontal grip on Lesion because this gun doesn't really have much recoil, so I'm gonna keep that like that actually. Ella, this is my Ella setup, I don't really change that. Unless I put like suppressor on her gun sometimes, but yeah. Vigils, nothing to say about that because there's not really any attachments to go off of him. I don't use his other gun, I only use the boss G because of how OP it is, you know? Probably put laser sight on Maestro because that LMG definitely needs that increase on like the ADS time. Alibi, this is for some reason I like this red dot B on Alibi a lot. So this is actually my attachments I use on her. Clash, no one cares. Cade, I don't really use this gun, but I would use probably something like this. With laser. I usually use this TCSG. Mozzie, I don't really play Mozzie like that. But yeah, this is probably what I would probably run on her. Or him, I mean. Warden, again, nothing special. I don't use the MPX on him. Goyo, I think I changed the compensator just recently on Goyo, but I would use Flash Hider sometimes. I also don't put laser on him because, I don't know. I feel like it just is fine without laser. Wamai, I also don't use laser on him because I feel like a lot of the times I'm just ADS'd anyways. So I don't like to give away my position. Oryx, I would probably run something just like this. Maybe laser, yeah, probably laser. An Oryx. Lucy, I played her recently in a tournament, so I'm gonna keep these attachments as they are right now. I don't use laser sight on her because I'm always kind of ADS with her anyways. Aruni, I don't really use the P10. I use this gun for the most part. I could change this probably to like vertical grip, but yeah, this is like the attachments I run basically. Thunderbird, no one really uses her anymore, but these are the attachments that I would run because I have played her recently. And Thorn, wow, she really just isn't really played anymore, but these are the attachments I would use on her. Zombie I play a lot. Wait, I'm surprised I actually have a horizontal grip on her. I probably should have this on vertical. I don't know when I had that on, but yeah. Solus is simple, kind of just, yeah, I just use kind of like default attachments on her. Fenrir, just the same as Bandit, Bandit's gun. MPX on Tubido, I don't really use Tubido like that, but I would probably put laser on this. I think it's, for the most part, I play the DMR anyways though. And Scopos, which I've just been using these attachments, but maybe I'll put laser, but I don't know. That's everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this little like walkthrough, like I guess through the attachments and me kind of yapping and talking about them. Just as a little like I guess different video from my normal solo queue videos. I just kind of wanted to do something like this, and people have been asking for attachment videos. So, are these attachments I'm always going to be using 24/7? No, but is it the ones that I'm like liking right now? Yeah. So, I hope this kind of helps you guys out with maybe deciding on what attachments to use. You can try out the ones I just showed you, or you could just keep on trying them out yourself for personal preference. That's what I would do. And I don't really follow anybody else for attachments, except for just trying things out and seeing if I like them too. I think that's fine. Anyways, I'm still just yapping. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.